This is fine. This is what we're going with for the setup. It's like so funny to be like, I don't know, and it's either too high or too low. I was going to start making this like baby with a stone face because I have this block of stone, and I think if I do it like maybe even here on this line, if I do it where this is the face and then I cut this in half and then this is a hand and a hand, and then I want to make like little holes in it so that I can sew in, let me draw it, I can sew in like fabric. So the face, just give me like 2 seconds, the face and then like little holes. Okay, like this. So it's like, what? She should have a mouth. She can be happy. She's smiling. It's gonna be way cuter than this, but it's like the face, 3D kind of, because there's like some thickness, so I can get it like a little bit rounded, which will be nice. And then the holes like in the side, but like slick back like this, so that she can have a like a round little. And I'll show you the fabric that I'm gonna use. It's over here somewhere. It's like an old shirt. Is it in here? I know it's in here somewhere. Well, I'm not gonna make you wait for me to look for it. Oh, I can just pause it. Give me a sec. This like felt turtleneck that I had like shrunk in the wash, but it's like a really nice material. So I think that I'm gonna use this for like the body. So she'll have like little face and little stone hands, and the hands will have like holes in the wrist. And then I think I'm gonna use a black thread. I think it'll be very cute. But I can't find my file anywhere. This is like the most boring video ever of like title, oh my god, I can't find my freaking file. And it was a gift from a dear professor of mine. So I've been like tidying up everything and organizing to try and find my file. I'll show you what's on this paper. Is like a lady. I've been drawing a lot of boobs lately. Turns out I am bisexual. All that dating women wasn't just like failed experiments. It was legit. It helps when you date women that you're attracted to. I'm learning. It's so funny. Like, I think I feel so bad when I'm attracted to people. Like, I feel like I'm doing something like immoral if I like pursue. Like, I was like, it's like somehow unfair to pursue people that I'm attracted to. Only, and I was kind of like trying to like level the playing field, which is like ridiculous, but it's like this kind of like you try to be such a good person that you end up like being arrogant, where it's like I think that my standard for beauty is like somehow like determining whether other people are beautiful, you know what I mean? So, but it's like if I'm just like I just find what I find beautiful, and I just accept that I'm one person, then I actually don't feel guilty for like pursuing people that I'm just attracted to. It's just, yeah, it's like so funny of like, oh, I'm shallow because I want to get with this person, but it's a lot more fun that way. And like I think you treat people better when you like actually want to be with them. I'm just like really loving this pattern on this stone. It's I think, no, this is not soapstone, is it? It's not alabaster though. It must be soapstone. Because I know she only gave me soapstone and alabaster. I'll show you some weird drawings. The air conditioning is so loud, it's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. I don't know if, I'm sure you can hear it like a little bit. But I'm almost done this book. This book is like, I mean, I started in 2023. It's so insane. Like, this is the first drawing I did for like a class. And then just like weirder and weirder. A lot of them you can see on my Instagram. But then the one that I've been loving recently is this one. And I think this is like really interesting. I did these on different days, but this one's like totally abstract. But the composition like has this energy because I'm left-handed. So it's like comes when I'm drawing, it's like comes from this, and then I got more range of motion when I go over here. So I think it's like comes from that. And then this is the one that I did yesterday. She's like looking at herself in the forest. And I'm not super happy with, okay, the thing is, I'm about to talk about race. I really want to, this is just incredibly candid too, like, I really want to draw black people, like actually black people, because I've been doing this black and white style, and I've been doing the backgrounds like all black, but I want to mix it up, and so I want to do like the people all black, and like it just gets really like, I don't want to like draw like minstrelsy, but it also feels like there's this part of me that's like I'm restricting my self expression because I'm like afraid, and I do this all the time of like just like afraid of like being insensitive, or like feeling like if I draw something like everyone can see it even if I don't like put it anywhere. It's like everything kind of like comes out. I don't really It's the Libra sun and moon. Did you know this? You didn't know this, that I am both a Libra sun and a Libra moon. I've been thinking about that more lately with the bisexual girls. Anyway, so it's like, yeah, you can like, I've been figuring out different ways of like, I obviously, there's another point of I don't want to only draw white people, like racially. And so it's like, I want to make the skin darker because you can make them white like I did in that drawing, but just have like Afrocentric features, or like, you know, stereotypically non-white features. But I also just want to draw like literally black people, and this is just a true thing. And then I'll show you this new book that I started. I got this from a friend for my birthday a few years ago, but I hadn't done anything in it yet. And then I just felt like getting to the end of this book, it's like I can feel the life is not in it anymore. Like there's less, I don't know, energy of wanting to draw on it. Like I think, you know, I can just feel it coming to a close. I have like 4 pages left. This one, I just, you know, hot and heavy. Bam. A friend enjoys rain. And this is like the most, I hate when I draw like this, because I'm like, it's like too clean in a way. And I feel like I'm like restricted, like I want it to be weirder. And then I wrote all this stuff. I don't know if you want me to read it, but then I drew this, and this is called In Mama's Orbit. And I like this one a lot. Just like exploring the themes that I've been thinking about lately more. And I love drawing hands, like really expressive hands. And as you can see, I've been very into boobs. It's funny, like, with boobs, like, once I, like, before I was like, they're not inherently sexual. And it felt, like, really weird to sexualize them. And then when I, like, heard that, like, oh, yes, they're not inherently sexual, like, this is true, there are cultures that, like, don't view them as sexual, and that basically it's, like, a cultural, like, fetish, I was like, oh, okay, I can, like, I can get behind that. As long as I kind of like know that it's not inherently sexual and it's like me sexualizing it, makes a lot more sense. Because I don't see them as inherently sexual the way that I don't think any part of the body is like inherently sexual. I think it's like the relationship that we have to that body part and in like the context that we see it in. So I feel that way about like the other ways that I'm attracted to things, but then it was like with boobs, it's just such a sexualized part of the body that I didn't feel like I could have a relationship with it. Anyway, this is like I've just been seeing so much stuff about like, like let yourself like be on the internet and like let yourself share what you need to share. And then I did this one. So I think the way that it's going is like page of writing and then like drawing. And this says, I would choose you in every life. We cannot choose who we come to care for. My body craves the texture of the chaff. This is like a crazy line. I think these are like little ants. And like to me in my mind these are all like me. And I'm like with myself and we're like seeing a fish and then there's like a tornado on a house and this is like impending doom and then there's like 3 chicks and then there's like 3 cups here having like a picnic and I don't know like something in the tree like rotting or some core, some center. And then I saw this video that was like talking about how trees grow. I mean, I've seen this so much. I think about this all the time. Like trees grow down as they grow up, and you have to like strengthen the trunk of the tree also as you're growing. Like you never see like a really skinny tree with like a huge canopy of an old tree. Like as it grows, it has to grow every part of itself. And so like the times that you're like, I feel like so much of the time I want to grow my canopy larger without strengthening my trunk, or like my root system. And then people talk about like shadow work and like, oh, we all want to like reach up, but I think about like to a tree as it's growing like in 2 directions at once, and both of them encounter resistance. Like one of them is going into the earth and one of them is like going against gravity. And so we think of like this tree canopy as like an expression of freedom, but does the tree have a sense? Like it lives in 2 worlds. Like does it have a sense of up and down? Why would it relate to up and down the same way that we do when it's in these 2 directions and they're both encountering resistance and it can't move? So it's not like it's like jumping. It's like that's its whole life is in that one spot. So I just feel like it would have a very different sense of like space because it would be so aware that its roots were having like they're getting different kinds of information. Like they're not photosensitive like the leaves are. But why would that be the primary sensation. Like, we're so eye heavy typically as humans, but why would a tree be like optically heavy in terms of like what it was perceiving in sensation? And then I did like half a page of writing, but I did that all in like one sitting. I was going crazy when I got back from camp. Yeah, I don't know, that's kind of, oh, and then wait. And then I have this little guy that I've been working on for a while, but I just designed this like weird cover, and I like that it kind of like works both ways because of the people are like going opposite. And this is like, it's like a flower, but it's also like a firework. I don't know. It's got an interesting. I just wanted to cover up the original design because it was part of like someone's like campaign for like student government at my university. So I did these drawings before I had done the cover. And this is on my Instagram, this one. And then this is kind of like a little diary entry with like drawings. Oh, I feel like you would like if I read this one. TV screens, wet dreams, in between when weenies wean. Looking for that magic bean. You know what I mean, you little sneak. Who told you not to come clean? But all I eat is ice cream in the softcore style, 'cause all I know is the dial tone of the souled wild child, digitized in magazines, frisky teens and oligarchies, baseball bats and 55s, and strangers' eyes hold foreign smiles as someone cries, lies, lies, lies. It's hard to read backwards. And then this one, this will be even harder because I haven't read it as many times. Okay. It was raining a lot in April. Now it's May. What will we do with ourselves? All too difficult, being together and apart. Feeling I am not loving as I ought to. Everything all lightness and weight. What is that word? Trying to teach ourselves how to be spinsters. And then I always draw rain as like lines, and I think it's really cute. Not always. There was once in a journal where I draw them sometimes as drops. And then these, I didn't even start out these as dandelions, but then it like happened, like I drew the background after, and I was like, oh my god, they're dandelions. I like didn't even know. Writing, desk needs to move, so beautiful, pen against smooth surface, giving surface, and my music. Can I fit myself into the page? We ask so we can grow. We can see how familiar the shrinking is to our bodies, our souls. Such is life. Growing up, out inwards, until we swallow ourselves. Yeah, I'm afraid of death. Afraid of life, more like. Ah, such it is. So little time to love you properly. So much of it is spent fighting loving you improperly. The fries taste soft like cold oil. I miss talking to Austin, but I never got what I wanted from him. Time, understanding, attention, depth. He had so little to give. Sadly, not husband material. I'm on the tunes again, listening, then singing my heart out. Cliche, whatever. I didn't want you to be treated bad. I tried to fight it out of you. Then I became the one. And the saga, Austin was the guy that I was talking about in like An Old Fling Returns, if you want to go watch that video. And the end of that story is that he texted me at like 12:30 a.m. asking about changing his name, which is funny that this is the first time I'm mentioning his name now. And I said, why are you messaging me? We don't have like a relationship at all, basically. Like, you know, we don't really talk ever. And then he was like, and I was like, it really stresses me out when we talk, actually, like, and you seem upset by it too. Like, you say you're worrying about what I think of you and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I like our relationship. it's serving me just fine. And I was like, whoa. Like, I literally said, I'm in agony. And he said, it's serving me just fine. And it was the first time that I had realized that, because I think before I had felt so negatively about myself that when he would speak about me negatively, I wouldn't notice. And then he said, I like you as difficult as you are. And I was like, ooh. And I just said, dude, you don't treat me well. And he said, sorry to bother you. Have a good night. And then I blocked him. So I'm always worried that if I go tree planting, eventually I'll like somehow wind up at the same camp as him. But this is like a psychological trick I think my mind uses to like, you know, stop me from doing things that make me grow. And then this is the next drawing. I love this idea that I had of like the background is coming from this fountain and it's like flowing around, but I didn't render it like super clearly, so it kind of gets like muddled, but I think it's doing something. And then it says, I had several walks along the top of the grassy path down by the farm. It overlooks a hospital, a great building of glass where they clone bodies into different states. Nathan, my roommate, told me so many things. I was displeased and had dreams about saying no, but I needed a fifth secret, the one about sunrises. How to see them as more than beautiful miracles. How to love her like your sister from so far away. The word means something you thought was specific, then found lines on tombstones. Sister. She was a good sister. She was a loving sister. Am I going to be okay now that her birthday comes in several suns? Cycles. I have not been well enough to cycle my legs yet. This cough. And then this page, I was like, why don't we do something crazy and like color the whole thing red and then cover it in, what is it, teak oil? Some kind of oil. But it degrades the paper, so I won't do that again. But I've been thinking about, I can do it if I get, what is it called? Canvas, like this material. And I had extra of this and then I threw it out, but I want to like soak, I've been thinking about this since high school, like soaking cloth in oil. Like it started with like the paper bags that like food comes in, and how like when the oil from the food like soaks through, I think it's like so beautiful, and wanting to like make drawings that are like soaked in oil that like light can be seen through. Anyway, I'll redo this and then it's time for bed. There's nothing more in the book. I love you, 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 I love you. Nobody will ever replace you. Incredible, just incredible. Every day I am so in awe. 10 out of 10, no notes. I love you, 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 I love you. Don't stop being exactly how you are. Don't stop all that lovely. Perfect. Better than my wild dreams, better than candy, than water in the desert. I love you, 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 I love you. I love you, 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 I love you. I am yawning. 3:02 a.m. I love you. I met a girl. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Good night, I love you.